Hi guys, I'm back. I've gone from 4G to back to the Wi-Fi, went inside, thought, well, maybe I could sit inside in the nice cool reception area, but then realised I had like 1980s music blaring out from the little bar that's in the hotel. I thought that ain't gonna work whatsoever. So, David McLennan, how are you? Sorry, you're joining the madhouse tonight. How's the training going, mate? It's going very well. Yeah, very well. I actually had three pilots from a different airline actually give me their business cards and said, look, we'd really like to do some further training with you in the future. So, which is very good. Cheshire Homebrew, how are you, buddy? I'm good, mate. How are you? Yeah, I'm all right. You might have missed the streams that I've already tried to do. I did one big one and then I tried to move because people were asking me to show them places and where I am, and then I lost the connection, so I came back to the hotel and yeah, I lost it again, so I've just had to reset everything and try again like you do. But hey, it is what it is when you're doing live streams from the other side of the world, basically. So hope everyone's well. I don't know whether other people are coming on or not on. We'll see. I was doing a quick roundup, but we got so waylaid like we do when we do these vlogs into other stuff. I was going to talk about the Mbappe deal. Fine, thanks, Andy. Centre back on the horizon. Not so sure. I'd be surprised if I'm being honest out of anything. We were going to talk out just quickly because somebody said I don't finish my speeches when I'm on my phone trying to answer people. So we're going to talk about Mbappe. We're going to the Arsenal Invincibles. Kit Chief Foden is back. I'm back. Yeah, I'm finally back. You can see by my sweating, I've been running outside trying to get back in. Went into the hotel, sat down, bit of a stream, and then realised in the bar, the little small bar's music, I've been selling Sane, Danny Mills versus Bale, and Sterling playing FIFA and who his teams are. So heard a shout, and you went off. Yeah, I was like, fucking Wi-Fi in this country. But anyway, it'll probably go off again anyway. So I've come back to where I was before. I've come back to Toupee Land. And if you weren't on before, here you go. This is Toupee Land. There you go. Who does that remind you of? Oh, but it is nice. It's so cool. It's so cooling. I just have to do it. But anyway, Mbappe, what are your thoughts on the rumours today that Pep Guardiola has allegedly intimated, sorry, I don't want to walk forward in case I lose the signal again, Marilyn Monroe, don't think I'll be doing that one. What are your thoughts on the rumours today that Mbappe could potentially be, or Pep is interested in Mbappe? Now the rumours are he's got a release clause of £180 million. That seems cheap for me, very cheap. To buy him for, what was it, close to 200 million quid? And have a release clause of 180 million? Sounds a bit weird that, but maybe his agents have turned around and requested that when he signed for PSG, knowing that he was going to be the player that he is, which is absolutely world class. So could there be any truth in the rumours? Obviously Pep, of course, would be. Imagine Mbappe in our team now. Yeah. Of course Pep's going to be interested in a player like that. Would Manchester City pay £180 million for a player? I would say if they've got the money and they can make the deal work, they could get some financial backing. I think it's an absolute no-brainer because players like that do not come on the market that often. Could we afford it? We could easily afford 180 million, no problem whatsoever. No problem whatsoever in buying it, no problem. Now the only rumours, and I think I made a note on this if I can find it. The only rumours were, and this is like the Harry Maguire, if I remember right, his salary. And this is why I don't think it'll ever happen, unless he was suddenly, I don't know what boot sponsor is with or sponsor is with, but the rumours are £820,000 a week. 820 Very close, Bernard. Very close. £820,000 a week. And a wagon wheel. Hey, listen. We've seen deals been done whereby, sponsors have got involved and funded large chunks of something like that. Mbappe would be a great fit, implications with financial restraints from FIFA. I don't think there's any issues. The only issue is the salary. I don't think there's any issues with City spending £180 million on a player. Remember, it's amortised over 5 years, 6 years. They'd probably try and get him on a 6-year contract. So that figure is what, £30 million a year. I think City are well within. We could sell Otamendi for 25 million. Gundogan. We could sell. Well, we can't sell Mangala. We're just trying to get rid of Mangala. But we could sell several of the youngsters and things like that. Suddenly, there's 2 years of his fee or his salary potentially paid for, along with the sponsorship deal that may contribute towards the bigger picture of the deal. Remember about 6 weeks ago I talked about the Sane deal with Adidas being interested in trying to sign him on a long-term deal away from Nike. Well, don't think it will go well with other players such as White Dwarf in the salary. No, it clearly wouldn't. But there's a difference between. I think I understand what you're saying, Bernard. I think there's a difference between what Harry Maguire would come in, which, like I said weeks ago, the rumours was it was 280 grand a week. That does upset the balance of our pay structure. But when you're talking about well, all right, I'll ask the question. Here's the question to you. English Master says 180 million Mbappe rumour. If Sane wants him, let him go. Buy Mbappe if possible. Right, it is a question back to you guys, because like I say, on this channel, I do give my opinion, but I always like to, for me, it's about the fans and the fans' opinion. So I always like to ask back, well, what do you think of this? So, if Lionel Messi came on the market right now, and he was willing to come to City for 3 years, but he'd want £1 million a week, would you sign him? Yes or no? Just a simple yes or no. It's up to you. Yes. No. Okay. No. No. So we've had 3 no's and a yes so far. No. Yes, we sign him. Okay. Got to bear in mind how much money a player of the profile of an Mbappe or Lionel Messi can bring into the club. Yes, you would sign him, Jason Foy. Yes, yes, and yes, says English Mastiff. Right, so yes, says Mark the Blue. There you go. So there's just a broad spectrum. Bernard Deneen says we. So there you go. So this is what I'm talking about. Mbappe, yes, all right. So what's the difference between the question, Chadder, was we're talking about the fact that these are rumours, paper rumours, that City, and I'll recap, City allegedly and Pep allegedly is interested in Mbappe's release clause, which apparently PSG have set at, or the initial contract was set at £180 million. So the first question is, can we buy him at £180 million? The answer is absolutely, of course we can. The next question was, the rumours are that his salary would be in the region of £820,000 a week. Now, clearly, that's bonkers. Any normal person, it's bonkers. But my question was, well, if people are sort of sniffing the noses at 820k a week for one of who is potentially going to be one of the best players in world football, would you turn your noses up at £1 million a week for Lionel Messi for 3 years? People have said no. Some people have said yes. Now we're talking about a 20-year-old going on 21 for 820k a week. Now City are clearly not going to pay 820 grand a week outright every single week. There's going to be bonuses, image rights, everything else that'll make that figure up. And that's why my question was about the Messi versus Mbappe thing, and thinking, Neymar, no, don't want Neymar anywhere near him. He's 27 years of age. No chance. Absolutely no chance. With the money and his injury record, no chance. Not a chance. And Mbappe is probably the most famous rising star in world football. Obviously, there's still Ronaldo and Messi, but Mbappe is the rising star in world football out there. There's nobody bigger. There's nobody better, if I'm being honest. No, in my opinion, there's nobody better than Mbappe out there, than Messi. Messi is the best player ever, in my opinion, I've ever seen. Ronaldo is a very close second. Can Mbappe be the best ever? It could be. Whether he's going to get to the heights of a Messi, I'm not so sure. But he is certainly the biggest rising star in world football, and he's only 21 years of age. I mean, you're talking about, you've got to bear in mind, think of this. Ronaldo will be retiring very soon, so will Messi. 2 years, maybe, maximum. You are looking at the next rising superstar in world football. We need a shirt seller. That is exactly my point, English Mastiff, is that you're looking at the top of the tree in world football that brings in masses and masses of revenue and prestige and everything else. Think about the Chinese tour and all the bad publicity we got about selling Man City around the world. And if we had the elite players, somebody just said we are elite club able to get anybody. We are. You imagine having the most elite player in world football for the next 5 years at Manchester City. That could even make Pep Guardiola go, yeah, I like this project. We've now got potentially the next best player in world football when Messi retires. This is interesting. Let's see where I can take this kid. It may even be the thing that makes Pep go, I'll give it another couple of years. So suddenly Pep now stays 6, 7, 8 years. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I'm just sort of throwing it out there. So the deal with regards to his figure, 180 million quid release clause, I don't think City could easily do that. The wages is going to be a massive problem, but if you can get a sponsor on board that can sponsor him to pay 40%, half of his wages, I'm sure the likes of Kevin De Bruyne are on 320 grand a week plus bonuses. He's not going to sniff at Man City paying £400,000 a week if the rumours are true. It's very interesting. I said it a couple of weeks ago. Don't be his agent trying to get a much bigger deal tax-free out of PSG. But PSG have got to be very careful because they don't have the income, nowhere near the income that Man City has. They don't. We've said that on the video. Theirs was played. They've still peanuts and sent them out on loan. But the fact that Mara's only cost 60 million quid. Am I still here? You've lost me again. I'll see. It's still showing that I'm here, but maybe those people behind me are playing with the Wi-Fi. Wang on again. Stuttering. Come and go. Okay. If it was showing me it was buffering, I'd leave the stream. But don't forget, check out the video showing me that it's buffering. So, guys, listen, take care. I was going to talk about loads of other stuff, but it is what it is. There's not much I can do about it. But thanks for coming on anyway and sticking it. Try standing outside. Where do you think I am? Sayonara.